Howdy, folks. Welcome to another day out here in West Vancouver. You'll note that I'm not saying welcome to another beautiful day because today I'm taking a little bit of strain. It's just been one of those rough days, a couple of things that's been bugging me. I guess first and foremost, the most important one is that I've been butting heads with Angelique recently, and it feels like I don't know, it feels like we're drifting apart, and I do have to wonder if it is like, we moved to Vancouver to give them their freedom and for them to have the ability to go around and to enjoy life the way that we used to, where we could go out and do stuff and not worry about our safety and security. But, now they are here and she's got like the friends and there's vapes and, all kinds of things going on in this community that seems to be in the schools today out here in Vancouver seems to be okay. Everybody's vaping, everybody's drinking, everybody's smoking weed. It's just like it seems to be an okay thing, and I'm trying to protect her from that. And on the other hand, I suppose, she is a 15-year-old girl, so teenagers are notoriously difficult and hard-headed. But, sometimes I have to wonder. I have to wonder if by bringing our kids here into this space where it is so rife and where everything seems to be like this is go, everybody, this is normal behavior for teenagers, if we have, brought them into the lion's den as such, I have to wonder if it wouldn't have been better to just stay in South Africa. And I can't say what the situation is in South Africa. We haven't been there for 4 years. But I mean, in the high schools, one thing I do know is that it's a lot more protected. So the kids don't have the freedom to move around and hang out in all these places. There it's more your kid goes to school, you pick him up, you bring him home. It's more organized or more controlled. And as a parent, sometimes I do have to wonder if that's not the right thing to do, if that's not a better situation, But then again, at the same time, I don't want to be controlling. You don't want to be that controlling parent. I guess you just kind of have to hope and pray that your kid, that you taught them well and that they learned from you and that they will make a success and pick the right road. Because another thing is, I don't know. The school system, it's like, wow, yeah, the lack of discipline and just the I don't know what the kids are actually learning, and how they work it. And I don't know if it's just Canada or if it's the world, if it's like that everywhere or if it's just here. But the kids seem to do whatever they please, hang out in the bathrooms and smoke vapes and I don't know if the teachers have any control over what's going on there. Anyway, it's just one of those days. I tell you, both me and Angelique are we're both very kind of hard-headed. So I want to punish her and she doesn't take kindly to punishment. And then we are arguing and that. And, the bottom line is, I don't even know if I really want to argue about these things. On the one hand, she's my daughter. The last thing I want to do is nag her to get up for school and nag her to be careful of what her friends are doing and nag her to learn and to study and to do that and argue with her and fight with her. It's just not the way that I want to spend my life, So it's hard. I suppose it's just one of those days. Sorry. It's also the same day I've been doing my business taxes today. So going through all these numbers are blowing my head up. And then I realize, I forgot to file the annual report because there's all these little intricacies of running a business over here in Canada that I don't normally have, or that I don't know the ins and outs of. And it's time to put your GST in, and it's, on the other hand, we're sitting waiting. It's already 3 weeks since we passed our medicals, and now we haven't heard anything. And it's just, And then, of course, you know, it's Christmas time. 2 days ago on the 12th was my mother's birthday. So, you know, we called my mom. But now this is the time back in South Africa where basically everything is shutting down and it's time for Christmas parties and you get togethers with friends and, you know, a whole lot of family and friends around. And, you know, I guess it does bite that we're sitting on the other side of the world. If there ever is a time when you miss so you miss your family and friends, I suppose Christmas is definitely one of those times. So yeah, today was just one of those hard ones. It's just one of those days where I'm really wondering if we made the right choice to come to Canada. But I guess all I need is a good night's rest. I mean, all things considered, most of the troubles would probably be everywhere else in the world as well. So let me go get a good night's rest and see how we feel tomorrow. I think the important thing is, guys, if you can take away one thing from this video, it's like nobody is ever going to make the move and be happy and be content and be sure that they did the right thing every single day. It is what it is. It's going to happen. I've spoken to some other South Africans out here as well and some other immigrants, and people are also, I mean, you get those days where you wonder, you get those days where you doubt whether it was the right thing. And suppose you really need to just relax a little bit and go and think about it. You know, for some people, maybe it isn't the right decision. But we have a strong why. Safety, security. I guess we'll chat again tomorrow, guys. You all must have a good one. Cheers.